guys. I hope all is well with you guys. Many blessings to everybody. Let me wipe you guys off. Hello. I I've been doing some contemplation just about how everything's going with these lives. And I was thinking maybe I should change. Maybe I should do things differently. And then I remembered that we don't do everything in order to be popular. We don't do everything so other people love what we're doing. Sometimes you got to just remember that you do some things because it's what you like. And I I think one of the most cringe things that I see right now is when people try really hard to be liked by everybody. I remember there used to be a big thing when we were on step team to where we used to all like to do our own thing. So there was a boys step team and a girls step team, and on the girls step team, the girls would fight every single time it was time to get ready about what each girl would do. So they would have like certain things that they would use for makeup or for hairstyles. And so I remember there was this one girl named Kay, and she got mad because somebody was using stars, and the other girl was like, she was like, "How you gonna take stars? How are you gonna tell people they can't use stars? Stars are like they've been here for forever." She was like, "Oh my God, stars are my thing. You're bopping. You're over here trying to take my thing. The stars are so my thing, and they've been my thing every step." She's like, "How you just gonna take stars?" And I remember it just being one of those things where she laughed about it, but she was also still very serious about it. And nowadays we have a society where people are scared to be different. Everybody wants to be the same. And I say all that to say, I'm going out of my way to be different. Um, and it's not just for the sake of being different, but it's for the sake of being authentic and allowing people to see, this is just who I am. So if you don't like me, you at least you have a full sample size of why you don't like me. And if you do like me, you have a good reason to like me. But I feel like so many times we're trying to be single serving people. If you've seen Fight Club, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes people try to be as un um, argumentative or as un annoying. That's not even a word. As possible, just because they're nervous that other people are going to be offended. And I think that it's sort of necessary. Maybe it's not necessary. It's just something that I like, is being very unapologetically myself. So if somebody, likes it, they know. But yeah, and I say all that because as an artist now, art is so subjective, and we're in a weird place to where artists don't make as much money as they used to make. They're not able to monetize what they're doing. And so we fight so hard to stay within the lines. So people like what we do, so people like what we say. And I feel like that is the most toxic thing to do as an artist, because it leads to what we've seen a lot in art lately, where everybody sounds the same, everybody's looking the same, everybody is giving the same energy, as opposed to times when people were complete polar opposites, and it allowed different subcultures to thrive. And that doesn't mean that the subculture is right or wrong. It just means that it is an authentic vibe. So, yeah, I've been thinking about, me and not getting the response that I've been wanting to get from the Paradox Band. I've been saying, well, maybe it's not them. Maybe it's me. And so you can't be mad at somebody for having their own thing and it working for them, and them being nervous that you doing your thing might mess up what they've got going on. And I was thinking about that the last time I was live. I was saying certain things like, I feel like as heterosexual people, we should be able to have our rights and our freedoms, right? Because I feel like a lot of times we can't say how we feel because we're so scared that we might offend other people. But the people that we're afraid to offend are the people who offend us the most. And we can't say anything about it or else it's a problem. And people might not like me for that. People might say, you know what, I don't want to work with him. Or Paradox Band might see this and say, wow, that's not a good look. But that's my truth. So I would much rather them know how I feel now as opposed to me being a fake person and then them finding out and being like, oh my God, you're a monster. I might be a monster, but I'm in a world full of monsters, right? So if you're not gonna mess with Jeffrey Epstein, don't mess with me. You know, leave me alone. If you're not gonna mess with Fauci, don't mess with me. So yeah, uh, and that was another thing when the Pyru got on live and he was mad at me for saying his name wrong. I was like, bro, you're over here finger banging, and there's so many things that gangs could be doing to help the community, and they don't. So yeah, I told myself to come on here today, and hey, how you doing? Great to see you. Thank you for coming. It's nice to see you here. But there's so many wonderful things that we could be doing, and I feel like we stray away from it and stray away from being able to make our mark because we're so aware. I think there's a beauty of being able to make an album and not knowing what other people think about it, and other people not seeing the process, other people not understanding anything about the band or the people. They just hear something and then they choose if they like it or not. I think that's an awesome thing. And it's scary and it changes your mindset when you're consistently getting updates. I recently saw somebody mad at Tyler. Or I think that's her name, Tyler. Or yeah, because she is now hanging out with Kai Cenat, and they're talking about, well, she's on the campaign, she's marketing her stuff, and people don't like these artists who just market themselves and then they just leave and nobody sees them again. And my thing is, as an artist, you sort of have to protect yourself. Not that I'm a huge fan of Tyler, but as an artist, in order to go through a creative cycle, sometimes you have to refrain from talking to people and you have to allow yourself to grow. And you can't do that while people are consistently giving their input. And so, even sometimes on here, people will leave a lot of messages and comments. And when I see those comments, it'll get me off of my train of thought and it'll take me down another rabbit hole that I never intended to go down. It's not a bad thing. It's just something I need to be aware of. When people are saying things and doing things, it changes how you respond and it changes what you decide to say and do. So you just have to be aware as an artist. You know, where are your ideas coming from? Are they? Um, I can't hear you because my device is on mute. But good morning. I hope everything is good, going well. Yeah, everything's going great. If you know sign language, hello. Yeah, it's all good. It's great to see you, and I'm not even stressed. I'm pretty sure you're in class. So make sure that you study, read your books, and write your notes. And it's all good, man. Efaristo. And have a great day. But yeah, it's just super important that as an artist, I'm allowing myself to be creative and not allowing other people to scare me into conformity in order to hopefully be profitable one day. Does that make sense? It's just so easy to do what everybody else is doing to be popular, and the truth is, nobody's really popular anymore. Like there's small fame, but there's no Led Zeppelins, there's no Jimi Hendrix, there's no Beatles, there's no Kanye's out right now except for Kanye. You know, even the fame that Drake had when he first started, like that's not the same. And it's not saying there's something wrong with these artists. There are big artists, you know, the Paradox Band, they're big. But they would be way bigger
if we weren't in this digital day and age of every day you have to post a video and every day you have to show people that you're engaging, and it can just be draining on the artist. And I sort of feel bad for artists for having to do that whole. I don't sort of feel bad. I do feel bad for artists for having to jump through those dog hoops um, just to try to be relevant. As artists, it's really important to go through your process of life. And if you're doing that with the idea that somebody's watching all the time and somebody's judging everything that you're posting and doing, it really changes what you decide to post and what you think, what you deem is correct. And once you start thinking about correct and incorrect, I feel like it sanitizes you as an artist, which is why a lot of times the sophomore debuts and the junior debuts of artists normally fall a little flat because they've changed so much in order to be publicly recognized and accepted to where it ruins everything that you used to love about that artist. And I think that's absolutely tragic. But it's absolutely pervasive. You know, it happens everywhere. So I decided to come on here and just be myself. Um, it may not be the most wise thing to do from a marketing perspective, but it's just who I am and it's what I like to do. So if somebody's out there and they're wondering, if I'm dating somebody, are they gonna like me? That might not be the person that you should be dating. You have to be the weirdest version of yourself when you're going out to meet somebody that you want to spend your life with, so that you can understand and they can understand what they're getting into. And I think that's why a lot of marriages fail right now, because so many people keep this ideal of what is normal. What's up? How you doing, brother? So many people have this ideal of what is normal and what is cool, and they end up trying to keep this facade. And then once you get to know somebody, they realize that that's not really who you are, and that'll ruin the relationship. And I recently saw an interview that Kanye was doing. Good, I'm happy you're good. And he was saying that there's a lot of people who are just not cool, but because of money and influence, they have become cool. And I also heard Paul Pierce saying that he's a ex ball player. He was talking about this streaming and stuff has gotten so many people money to where they're cool, but they're lames, they're marks, and it really ruins the idea of what a cool person is, because now we're slumming for cool. The what's cool is if you're popular, and we all know like just being popular doesn't make you cool. You should be cool for being a great person, not just because people want to spend time around you, right? Um, that's so really, uh, yeah. So I just hope you guys are in a place to where you understand, even though the world is so numbingly mediocre right now, uh, I think adding your authenticity will help so much of us enjoy life as opposed to just surviving. Ever since COVID, I feel like everybody's gotten to the point where we're just surviving. We're just trying to make it, you know. So many rich and famous people are straight up losers. It's so true. Except Speed. Yeah, I Show Speed is literally one of the coolest, most sincere people, and I'm so grateful for him being who he is and not allowing the world to beat him down, and the racism and the negativity that he accepts everywhere that he goes, because he could honestly not deal with it. And so many people are just disgusted by how relentless he is about being a good person. And I just think it's a beautiful thing when you see somebody so positive, regardless. But yeah, I think that's awesome. And I hope you guys take this as an opportunity and as your sign to just be yourself, you know? If people like it, they like it. And if they don't, they're going to despise you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to make these people like you who aren't gonna like you, who never did like you. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself. Be yourself. And the rest will follow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love you guys. I love you as much as I can at this point, right? I always think that it's sort of cringy when people are like, I love my followers. You don't even love all the people in your family. And you're really trying to make people think you love them. I love you guys with the capacity that I can, right? Um, I love what I know about you, you know? And so you've got to be an authentic person to yourself in order for me to know who you really are and to know how much I vibe with you. But I love that we are able to have this time and this moment. Even if, the world ends tomorrow, we know that we had a moment where we were able to convene and speak our truth. And somebody was listening with open ears and an open heart. You're not trying to judge us, but just trying to understand themselves and the world a little bit better by hearing something, right? But anyway, that got a little deep. No problem. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much, Gabe. Like all the time that you've been here and supporting, it just means the world to me. And yeah, you could be anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here, right? So I appreciate that. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I wasn't planning on being here a long time today. I just wanted to jump on, say hello, and let you guys know how much I appreciate y'all for being here, for being yourselves, and for allowing me to be myself. Because it's easy to judge people, right? There's a song we used to play, "Lay Your Head on My Pillow," and I think it used to go like. Something like that. This is a song by Tony Tone. I don't think that's right. Just watched School of Rock and and I impromptu bought a drum kit. That is so funny, electric drum kit. That is so awesome, man. School of Rock is literally what I got my let out with. You know that scene where he's like, God, what are they teaching in this place? That was when I learned about so many bands. I didn't know about any of them. Like when they were like Puff Daddy, like Madonna. Oh no! She said Liza Minnelli. I was like, okay, I know all these artists, and then he was like AC/DC, Motorhead. Lord, what are they teaching in this place? And so it was just amazing to me. Stick it to the man, yeah, Miss Mullins, you're the man. Thank you, Freddie. I still haven't cut my nails yet, but yeah. Love that song. It's not out yet. There's been something I've been trying to say. Maybe since I was 5 years old. around my head from day to day, and I think I'm about to lose control. They say that it's something when you're walking, it's something when you're talking, it's something when you're living your dreams. Makes me feel some kind of way. Tell me now, what should I say? What should I do? What am I trying to prove to you and you, to you and only you? This is me. This is who I am. This is who I wanna be. Despite who you think I should be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's something I know when I go to sleep. Tears running down in my head. That's not how it goes. Something I know when I go to sleep. It's something I feel in my head. It's something I know when I pray at night. With tears running down in my hand. Oh, I know it ain't right. Unless it feels right. This is me. This is who I am. This is who I wanna be. Despite who you think I should be. There's been something I've been trying to say. Maybe since I was 5 years old. Spins around my head from day to day, and I think I'm about to lose control. There's been something I've been trying to say. Maybe since I was 5 years old. I love love that song. I think I would just love to hear my music on the radio. Just have it be like wildly accepted. Other people can hear it and be moved by it. It's just, it speaks to me. And I know if it speaks to me, it's got to speak to at least a couple other weirdos out there. Thanks again, Gabe. Appreciate it. But yeah, man. I hope you guys are available and open to just being weird. Stop letting people make you feel like it's a bad thing to be weird. I think it's a bad thing to be like everybody else. Sounds like a jazz song. Oh, that's funny. Thank you. That is a high compliment. Like Frankie Valli song. That is so awesome. That's awesome. Because Frankie Valli was amazing. But yeah, man. I um I appreciate y'all. I really do. Thank y'all for letting me be myself, and thank you for being authentically yourselves so that we can meet, because we would have never met if y'all were just not being weirdos. So, to my weirdos out there, just know you're not alone. I love you. I appreciate y'all for being yourselves. And I'm supporting you, right? All right, I'm going to pray to get out of here. I got some video editing to do. All right. Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for my blessings. Thank you for all our blessings. Thank you for the time we have together. Thank you for the opportunities, the health, the wealth, and the abundance that you've given us. Please watch over us, guide us, protect us, and keep us out of our own way. And please allow the people who don't mean any positivity for us to just go their own way. Help them to find another thing to do with their time and their energy. We love you and need you in everything we do. Amen. All right, y'all. Shine, 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 shine. Shine your light. Shine it in the dark. Shine y'all's light, man. All right, brother. Take care. You take care too. I'll probably be live again tomorrow. My son has a soccer game, so I'm gonna be a good dad. I'm gonna be there and record it. And yeah, you guys, I might go live a little bit earlier, but y'all will probably see my face. All right, y'all be safe, love yourselves, and don't allow people to make you feel like you need to conform to be accepted. All right. And if you're on here and you haven't liked, ask yourself why. I'm not even mad at you, but you should be mad at you. You just been on here. You're on here, just like the video. It's not gonna kill you. And if you don't want to like the video, that's fine. I'm not mad at you. It's just, why are you here? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta ask yourself, why am I watching this guy? He's been on here and talking about being himself and me being myself. So yeah, allow y'all's freak fags to fly and be as weird as you possibly can till you can't stomach it anymore. And when people get to the point of saying, "Oh my God, you're just too weird. I can't stand it anymore," at that moment that people tell you that you're being too weird, that's how you know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So don't stop being weird. When people say you're being weird, that's when you know you need to lean into it. Be authentic. Be cringy as you need to be in order to get your point across and to be yourself. But I think the most cringe thing that you can do is stay and hide inside the lines. You know, they say being inside the box. Living inside of that box is a crazy, cringy thing. And so allow yourself to draw a couple of other sides, you know, or at least, make the box askew, make it your own. Color the box. Don't just live inside the lines, man. Be that person that you always wanted to be as a little kid, and don't let other people make you feel that that's not a good thing. Because most people who make you feel like that are whack. They're cheese balls. So be bold, be brave, and be relentlessly you. Okay, if somebody's gonna bully you, or somebody's gonna make you feel like you don't want to. I'm done. I don't want to live my life anymore. At least let that be because you were doing you authentically. Don't let yourself get to the point of I don't know if I want to be here anymore, and you haven't even given yourself a chance to be you. Right? So yeah, I say all that to say, love you. If you can't love you, nobody else will ever love you. All right? Be better to yourselves. Love yourself. All right? Some famous guy said, be the hero that you, be the hero of you 10 years ago. That's beautiful. I feel like I'm a pretty heroic guy to myself 10 years ago. I think I could consider myself a hero. But I want you guys to do your best. I want to pin that comment because I like it. I like it, and I like it, and I like it. All right? I want y'all to be weird, okay? If y'all know me, and y'all are saying that y'all are followers of the show, and y'all support me, you cannot support me. You cannot love what I talk about and what the music that I make and not be weird, okay? Because I'm weird. Okay? So don't think it's a bad thing to be weird. You need to rewire your brain to understand that the coolest thing that you can do is be weird. All right? Especially in a world that's crazy and full of ridiculousness that we have to go through. It is your job to be weird and have your hero be you 10 years later. That's cool too. I love that. I love that. We are aspiring to be our own hero from 10 years ago, and in the future we want to be the person that we're looking up to, right? But and have your hero be you 10 years later. I understand. So me 10 years from now. Yeah. I think that was I think that was what's his name? All right, all right, all right. um I should know his name. It's slipping me. Matthew McConaughey. I think that was what his acceptance speech was for the Oscars. He was talking about who he wanted to be. He was talking about his father saying, "Oh, look at that! There's a green screen behind me. I accidentally did that. What's gonna come behind me if I have a green screen behind me? Is it like is can I like pick something cool? Oh, look, I can pick a green screen. That's cool. I want to pick a green screen. What should my Oh, this is a cool picture. This is a picture from one of the members of Paradox. Man, isn't that cool? Okay, I want to do this. This is cool. I didn't know I could do this. I'm sorry. I'm nerding out, you guys. Yeah, they done messed up and gave me the opportunity. Now look at that. Look at that, you guys. Okay, I'm keeping this. This is cool. Look at that. Okay, so yeah, that's just the flyer for the Paradox Band's show that's coming up. So now y'all can see that. But you see that their shows are sort of like sold out already. Isn't that cool? I love that. I still don't hear you, LOL. Amazing background. Thank you so much. Yeah, isn't that cool? That's so cool. I love that. Y'all can see it, and now you can see me. That is so cool. Okay, you guys can tell I never do that. Maybe I should do that more often. Just give you guys cool like backgrounds to see me being around. That's really cool. I love that. But yeah, so like I said, let's be weird. Let's allow ourselves to be as unique as possible. Let's allow ourselves to be in the situation where other people feel like, why are they so comfortable being themselves? Let me see this. yeah, let's allow ourselves to be as unique as possible so that we're not worried about living our lives and saying, why haven't I tried to be myself until now? You know, you want to be an old, gray, shriveled up person, and you want to say, you know what? I did that the best that I could. And I'm proud to tell my family members, to tell nieces, nephews, great grandkids that when you look at my history, when you look at the videos and pictures and read the diary, you'll know that person did it exactly how they wanted to do it, which is really why I'm doing all of this to be an opener for the Paradox Band. I don't want to live my life and say I didn't shoot my shot. So I really hope that it works out. And if it doesn't work out, this is all leading up to something great. And I can feel it. I don't know why. It's like I don't know what it's leading towards, but I know that it's something positive. You know? Like I'm just in this weird limbo, but I feel so positive about it. And I shouldn't feel this positive, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like this is going to be a great opportunity. I feel like the Paradox Band and I are going to really hit it off. And I'm going to write some music with them. Even though they write their own stuff, and I think it's just possible that I could really find a awesome collaboration with them. I love what they do, and I feel like it would be really cool to write some music with them. Just have a jam session and figure out what we could write. It'd only take like an hour. We could come up with something. But anyway, super excited for you guys to be here. Super grateful for y'all to be here. And yeah, I'm truly grateful for y'all. It's cool. The background matches your room lighting. That's so funny. Yeah, it does, right? A little bit of red. Like my hair looks a little red. That's cool. All right, y'all. I'm out of here, man. We prayed. We did everything. It's time to get out of here. Y'all have a great day. Be blessed. Be abundant. Be yourself, okay? Be that weird you that you always wanted to be, okay? Take it easy. Be easy on yourselves. Life is difficult, okay? You guys don't need to be hard on yourselves. Let somebody else do that, all right? I'll see y'all later.